Yeah.
So where does that leave the community as a, it goes more further into the depth that it's currently in. So part of the demographics and the demographics boils down to the colored people, that at first I would think it's because they're not given a fair opportunity. And then when I run the model on trying to uplift, I find that it's the perception in their minds. There's opportunity. It's the perception in their minds. When I gave them the work for across the boards for them to work, they wanted to pick and choose, and they didn't show up.
Can I say something? Sorry, the other thing is their stipend.
Yeah.
It's a skill because you cannot be paid.
Money talks in their world. Yeah. And the kind of money that they want is also about, I'm sure their drivers, they want to go and buy GTI now when they start to work. They have a mentality built. Right? So then I ask a question, what is being taught in the school that these people in this demographic and location think that way? And then I looked at across platforms, the East Strand, West Strand, bring a lot of Durban in, and so you guess what? It's only Eldos that's doing that. If you're coming from Eldos and you're a colored looking for a job, your door is closed. Yeah, the recruiters out there are going to close it anyway. Because you went there, the lady said, sorry, today I had a situation, I can't really attend to you. And then you started swaying. You threw away or something. You came from Eldos. So she went and looked at the register. Oh, Eldos, no more. And then the 9 lot that came from Eldos, she scratched them all out. Right? Everyone suffers. Why are you doing that? No, don't send me your people. This is what happened on my staff. Right? It's happening out there. Given them enough. There's enough NPOs. There's more than. In fact, the list is growing. Huh? And the reason why we're delaying that funding a bit is because some of the works that they do is some of the works that are already doing. Yes. And some of the works that they now want to do is like, it's becoming a personal income thing. Right? I'm afraid that your areas like your, can I call it the demographic undercolored? And if you're with me, and I maybe don't know the others, it's Eldorado Park, and wouldn't Klipspruit fall under Eldorado Park if I'm correct? And then Westbury,
Yes.
would Noordgesig fall under that?
No.
Or no? So then
No,
it's Noordgesig.
is under
If you can think of very quickly your demographic undercolored, it's very small actually. No? But there isn't going to be room for you in ESG. There isn't. And you know why? The current state of willingness and vision from the youth that's got to push is not there. And when ESG is coming into bring this development, it has just been coming on. It's just now that it's rapidly being implemented. Unfortunately, some of us, like the demographic of the colored people, are not going to make it because you don't even have the skill. You don't even know what are you going to do there. Or as an NPO, what can you do? How can you come on board? Right? So these are the kind of things you need to go into. Now, when they release, in terms of sponsorships, they want to say, okay, as a company of Anglo-American, we want to release this 2 million and and we do a rebate audit what in the following year. They can use any NPO that's interested in ESG. How many of us would be ready for ESG? Do you see? You are going to come and say, I'm ready for Beauty Academy and something like that. Whereas Beauty Academy can start from a 16-year-old. You see what I'm saying? They're going to want now something different, especially in agriculture, welding and construction. Nothing limits you from being also like your female NPOs, NPO holders, from going into that field. But the problem is, do you possess the skill and understanding to even take on that? How are you going to deliver? So these are the kind of things that are lacking, and also why there's a delay in pushing the funding to direct, to say, okay, no, I see from your business plan, you will be able to deliver 1, 2, 3. Let me push some funding there. And the other problem is, ex-NPO saw that B NPO started something, now X NPO want to do the same thing. It's a problem that. Because also you are in the same area. It's a big problem. You need to do something that stands out and that is different, or you need to merge with skill. And remember one thing, it's not your income. It is not an income. When people go with the mentality thinking that an NPO, NPC, etc. is going to be an income, you're the one who starts up and falls the next day. And because auditing and rebates, etc., see your behavior, they don't fund you. You fall off the list. You were a fly-by-night accident, right? But come in with a mindset that says, I've got a 5-year plan. And this is what I'm willing to put on the table now. And while you're putting that on the table, you're driving and merging with the networks. You have responsible governance and control people who can endorse, approve, and be your mouthpiece while you're delivering a 5-year plan. And you can work with two other NPOs and create oneness, because I don't understand the culture around when you, like for example, one of the reasons that other NPOs couldn't be here is because when they heard I made the Empire Bus the hierarchy for this area, they can't have that. What can't you have exactly? Because I'm the mouthpiece. I don't know you and her strings and her business and that. I'm not interested. So is the government, they're not interested. You need to also be quick with the resources now. I said ESG, this thing is here already. All you need to do is do your research, find out what you can deliver, draw yourself a business plan. Because I'll introduce myself on what can be delivered, but do that, do your research, see what you can do. It's not going to take you rocket science and be a scientist to deliver something like that because it's not you doing it for you. You're going to do it for your young men and women that can now become part of this plan in the greater 6 years. That 6 years is a blinking of an eye away. The matrics that are finishing in that 6 years, what kind? The matrics for 6 years from now, they probably in grade 8 somewhere there. So 6 years from now, how are they going to get into ESG if the school and the perception that they raised on is to buy GTI when they're done with the stipend? You are to write formalities and come on board and show you also part of the knowing. Okay? So that will become in with governance. Governance also helps you to show formalities that you are able to work with engineers directly and CETAs directly. And your conduct and etiquette is visible through your documentation and your work that people don't want to read, but the moment they start reading is when they see this dodgy kind of writings and what you're signing on and your add up just doesn't add up. That's when they start to read and it causes consuming of work. Some of them just throw it away. Right? Proposals go down. So we'll end up on chapter. So that is a point from governance. So when you need your business plans, MOUs, you can name a few, all those documentation are done here, are done through the Empire. Why are we using the Empire? Empire is sitting with resources and talent and things that can kind of bring you up and show you. For end of this year, you're supposed to be in a somewhat different boat. If you're onboarding now in April this boat, your end of December, whatever boat is a different, and you should have your plan for next year and your funding put in for next year's payouts. That's what you should be having. With a different mindset. Even the people that you're gonna have as your partners must have the mindset and drive as yours. This is not for you to have an income. Don't chase an income. Chase that person that you're out there.
Hi everyone. Hope everyone is well.
Yes.
Well. My name is Michaela and I'm from the Empire Bus, a youth from Eldorado Park. So yeah, we have a small presentation for you guys in regards to what the Empire Bus is all about. So I'll give my colleague a chance to introduce himself as well.
Hi everyone. My name is Akim. I'm the operations manager at the Empire Bus. I'm under this program under the Empire Bus.
So the Empire Bus, we all know it's a NPO which was established in 2020. Our CEO of the Empire Bus, Ms. Annabelle Duarte. Empire Bus, PTY and NPO is confronted with complex and increasing challenges relating to youth expansion, unemployment, and lack of access to skills development programs.
Some of our other challenges emanating from this scenario include limited access to development initiatives undertaken over the past years by currently established NGOs and donors who have the funding but not actual heartbeat for our community.
So this is basically our documents for an NPO. NPO certificate,
Constitution,
got your BBE exemption form, bank account, CSD, your SARS, vendor number from City of Johannesburg, and letter of good standing from social development.
Thank you very much.
How are you going to develop that plan? If you don't have one, that's why we're here. If you need to develop it on a certain structure and level, that's why we're here. If you want to put processes in place, and so by my corporate sector, I am a process engineer, so that will also benefit you. So you have so much now to push for that you don't have to pay for. Now, this empire is going to be used to delegate the tasks that you might need. Don't sit there wanting to do something you don't know how. Don't do that. Put it down in a writing as you would and send it through. There's projects, project managers and operation managers, marketing and. Why are you sitting behind? Right? The same thing that they're going to be doing is going to be hosting for Soweto, for everybody else. Empire is going to have to open Empire in East Rand. Do you see that? She's going to have to put it there to run that services there. From that services, those people then, they are doing what they still do what they do, but now they are visible and they are reaching more people. These guys that sit on the street corners and all of that, if that other guy explained there, he was now just somebody being at home. So if more of these people are aware, and as much as being aware, are motivated, then they come to your NPOs to use it. Because I don't know why you have an